In the history of stupid things to do, this is like right up there with just all of the bullshit that comes out of actors' mouths. It, uh, this is so disheartening. Um, oh boy, this is a weird one. For whatever reason, recently Anthony Mackie was doing a interview, press conference, whatever, talking about Captain America. He happened to be somewhere in Europe, I believe, and he was speaking on the character of Captain America, which he led him to say something ridiculous. Now, I would like to point out that me personally, I believe that he misspoke. You can tell that because like, to me it feels that way considering how the rest of the interview went. A majority of people aren't playing the follow-up aspect of the interview. They're only playing the statement that he made speaking on Captain America, and like, he did say what he said, because he essentially said that he doesn't feel that Captain America represents America. I'm paraphrasing, obviously, but after that he starts floundering, which kind of was like one of those clear signs. It was like, you realize what you did, but you for whatever reason you decided to just dig deeper. It was it was it was essentially watching someone realize they stepped in quicksand and then pretend that they didn't while they try to struggle to get out. it, and again, a lot of people are just like, I honestly, I'm seeing essentially only a very minute aspect of the community focusing on this recent kerfuffle. And to his credit, that's possibly a good thing, but the group of people who are focusing on this happens to be the group of people that would basically be the ones that want to pay money to go see your movie, dude. So you just you can't win for lose when it comes to shit like this. Like I said, I truly believe he misspoke. I believe that he said what he said, but that wasn't exactly what he meant to say. And this isn't going off of the shit that they essentially make him say when he's playing the character of Captain America, nor do I feel that essentially he needed to double down on it. Later, he released a post that essentially I felt should have probably been a video. It was an apology post, if anything, where, he clarified and was like, I'm not saying that I'm not American, Captain America, not American, and I support the troops. Hell, he even brought up the troops, and that wasn't even the thing that hit my head when he first mentioned what he said about Captain America. And then after he said the troops, I was like, ugh, I didn't even think about that, but good save on your part. Because, yeah. And as we all know, Captain America is a symbol of patriotism. And to essentially undermine that, or to belittle it in any way, or to even think that the identity behind Captain America is something that essentially doesn't represent America. I feel, I'm gonna play devil's advocate here. I feel that what he meant to say was that the character represented more than just America. That everyone can relate to that character, not just Americans. People can look at Captain America and they identify and love and care for the character, and it's on a worldwide scale, to the point where not just Americans understand, recognize, and cherish the character. Other people do too. He just so happens to be named Captain America, but he represents so much more than just America. Uh, it again. I'm trying to clear his name. Like I'm trying my damnedest to be like, I think I know what you meant to say, but you fucked up right now. You really, really fucked up. And it's just like I said, it's one of those head scratchers where I was like, god damn it. Like, why didn't you just clarify then and there? And it was like when you say what you said, it was like, wait a minute, nope. What I said was wrong. Let me rephrase that. You would have been fine. You would have been fine. The little apology that he did would be fine. You know, it was fine. It's all fine. I'm not taking it to heart as, you know, this be the end all be all for me to go see the movie or anything like that. The Captain America movie, I'm very curious to say the least about this movie. This is a movie that spent damn near almost 400 million just to exist. And so it's gonna show the Red Hulk not fighting the Hulk, mind you. And at the same time, the scene where showing the battleship, you seeing the Celestial's hand sticking up out of the water, all of that actually looks nice. The Red Hulk CGI, that looks fucking terrible. So again, I'm very curious as to what's going on. But don't think that, like, you know, I got any misgivings about the movie because of him saying what he's saying. This is, again, his interpretation of the character. And much like all the goofy motherfuckers out there who decide that whenever actors get a role for a character, they sit there and go, hey, look at these comic books, read them. Let us remind you that someone like James Gunn, who is in charge of comic book movies, in fact, he's in charge of a lot of fucking comic book movies now, has the audacity, when he made a show strictly based around his character that he was introducing into the DC world, with the mindset of telling and explaining to John Cena, do not read the comics. Don't study the history of this character. Don't find out anything that you need to find out that led to the popularity of this character being used at this point in time. Because why the fuck would I use that? And the same could be said about Anthony Mackie playing, I don't even know his fucking name, the Falcon. Because the Falcon is a character with huge lore, history, and comics galore that basically finally made his way to the big screen, and only for a movie was he basically a semi-sidekick, and then after that he just kind of was on again and off again in every other Avengers movie, and only to get like put away in a show that was called The Falcon. To the point where it's like the entirety of that show's buildup was that you were no longer the Falcon, but instead Captain America. So we can then have you as the Captain America with wings. That's a black guy. That was something new into the comics that not even fucking 10 years old. So you gotta understand, the actors have no control over these characters whatsoever. Any input within dialogue or mindset and shit like that is met with disdain and just shut the fuck up. I mean, hell, Disney has a habit of chasing away anyone that essentially knows anything about these characters and then tries to instill that into shit. That way you could actually make things a hell of a lot better. So I don't take him saying, so I say all of that to say that I don't take him saying this statement to do anything towards the character or mean anything towards the movie. But again, I do believe that he misspoke, and this is like, you know, if anyone's out there and they're listening to me ramble on about nonsense, this, I say, would be the most important thing that they could possibly do. Because I mean, dude, you got people from other fucking countries telling you what a boneheaded idea you got. You have any idea how popular Captain America is? China has a fucking Captain China. It's so China For them, like the character is so popular, China made a knockoff version of that character, and then they try to popularize their knockoff version in their shit, and it don't work. Because it's a Chinese knockoff. Of course it doesn't work. It ain't got nothing in it. It's broken before you even use it. Oh, he's in a Jackie Chan movie. I swear to God, it's a Jackie Chan movie. A little kid has a toy and it's Captain China. And then Jackie Chan goes, "That's the greatest hero of them all." And the kid be like, The kid he was mixed. He wasn't all Chinese. It's so stupid. Oh, okay, sorry. I had to pivot for a moment. Oh man, you have no idea how ridiculous it was when I first discovered that there was a Captain China. But anyway, who's the Chinese knockoff of Spider-Man? I don't want to know. I don't want to know. But this is what you would do for damage control. Now, he made the post that he made. Fine, whatever. During the red carpet, because this is going to happen, because they do this all the fucking time, someone is going to ask you about the comment towards what you said about Captain America and everything. This is for complete damage control in order to get the average everyday people to understand, hey, you slipped up, you admit it, and you misspoke. If you want to go the route of saying that you misspoke, which personally I believe that you did. Now, if you come out later being like, "Nah, I totally believe what I believe, y'all, fuck that nigga," then there's nothing I can do. You know, I'll probably make another video just being like, "Yeah, nah, man, apparently he just hates America." But what you do for damage control is that essentially, when someone asks you about the comment and everything, you clarify you misspoke. You said what you said, but you didn't mean that. It came out in a way that wasn't what it was that you were trying to say. You think long and hard and clarify exactly what it is that you mean, that you meant to say, and what it is that you wanted to convey when you did that, but you just kind of wasn't thinking straight and the wrong thing came out. You then say that. Disney allow and tell the other fucking actors during the red carpet to essentially state that they know about what, because they're gonna get asked the shit also. I could definitely see Harrison Ford being asked this fucking question, but easily just having them being like, "Yeah, he said what he said, but he apologized for it. Let's move on. We're here to enjoy the movie." And it just be that. And this will all blow over. But for right now, you're in the thick of it. But if you do that, which will definitely happen during the red carpet event, during the premiere, if you do that, this will all blow over. This will not be one of the many stains towards this movie. A lot of people would appreciate the fact that basically your fellow actors are standing in solidarity towards Anthony Mackie as well. It would only be a net positive if you admit you misspoke, and then everyone else is like, "Hey, we got it. He kind of fucking, we got it. He said what he said. It was a goof, and we're moving past it. We're here for the movie. We're here for the movie. He didn't mean what he said what he said. He didn't mean it, hopefully, and we're here for the movie." And that's all you need to do. And that'll be it. That's the best advice I could possibly give you. That, or maybe try to be Captain China. There's no way in hell China would ever allow a black man to play a superhero based around Chinese ideals. He'll be shot on the spot. This video took a horrible turn, and I apologize. See, it's just that easy, Anthony Mackie. It's just that easy. I apologize. Boy, I should not be making this.